Where will you end up once you leave this place called earth? My dear brothers and sisters, Romans chapter 5 verse 8 goes on to say, but God commended his love towards us. God commended his love towards us in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for each one of us, my friend. When we are still in sinning state, when we are enmities against God, when we have sinned against God, you might ask, what does it mean by sin that you are talking about? Sin is nothing but transgression of God's law. When we transgress against God's law, when God said not to do something and when we do it, that's called sin, my friend. And when God said, my dear brothers and sisters, do this good thing, and if we don't do it, that's called sin, my friend. And when we have committed sin against God, when we have transgressed against God's commandment, my dear brothers and sisters, we became enmities against God. When we are in such state of sinners, when we have committed sin against God and we become enmities against God, God doesn't have to show us any love. God could have destroyed everybody, like just saying, oh, let it be destroyed. They are very evil people. But God showed mercy on each one of us. As much as he has showed his mercy on me, he is showing the same mercy towards you as well, my friend. I was a sinner. I have committed all sorts of sin and everything, my dear brothers and sisters, but God showed mercy on me. And even today he's calling each one of you saying, my son, my daughter. He's calling you by name saying, my son, my daughter. Not just as any other relationship, but he calls each one of you by name saying, my son, my daughter. I don't want you to die. I don't want you to die and end up in that awful place called hell. Hell is an intended place. Hell is an intended place only for devil and its angels, not for you and not for me, my friend. Luke chapter 2 verse 14, it goes on to say, glory to the God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill towards man. That goodwill, my dear brothers and sisters, that goodwill towards all of the men on this world, all of the people on this world, my dear brothers and sisters, God showed that goodwill, saying, my dear brothers and sisters, while we were ex-sinners, while we were enmities against God, Christ came into this world and has sacrificed for each one of us. He became that sacrificial lamb for each one of us, my dear brothers and sisters, so that we can live through him. We can live through the death, burial and resurrection of him. Not just that, my dear brothers and sisters, when we are going through this world, you know, when you earn $1, you go for $2. When you earn a bungalow, you go for a bigger than that. Your life, my dear brothers and sisters, when you go for a run like 100 meters or you aim for 200 meters. The same way, our life, we go after one thing after another, but there is still something missing in our heart. There is something that isn't satisfied, that our hearts is